Hi, my name is Renee Andrade, and I took a winter semester course, two winter semester courses actually, at Fudan University this year, like the 2025 to 2026 winter semester. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience for this reflection video. So before departure, I think the main things was all about like what you need to live in China, which includes making sure you have WeChat, making sure you have Alipay, making sure you know how to work like Didi, which is the taxi app I used there. I got an eSIM just on my card. You don't really need a Chinese phone number from what I found. You were able to order food, order delivery, like anything like this with just your Korean phone number. So that's important to know as well. And Fudan did not provide housing for our like winter semester international students, so I ended up staying in a hotel that was pretty close to campus, but you do have to find the accommodations yourselves. Just so keep that in mind. But if you look near the campus, there's a lot of like hotels and different kinds of accommodations available, so I didn't really find that to be much of an issue. If you've never traveled to China before, though, it could be a bit difficult just because all the systems are different from Korea or the States. Yes. I think overall, I had a really, really wonderful experience. I think some key experiences and lessons that I learned was number one, how to navigate a foreign country where I don't know the language at all. I only started learning Chinese when I arrived there, taking Chinese at Fudan. So that was definitely something that I had to overcome, but it wasn't bad at all. And also I made a lot of friends from a lot of different countries, which is a very, really valuable experience. As far as practical tips, if any future students are considering taking this, number one, I would say 100% recommend. It was a wonderful experience. I'll never forget it, and I would even consider going again for sure. Make sure though I would suggest looking on social media such as like TikTok or any whatever you use to familiarize yourself with just how paying for things works in China, how all this kind of logistical stuff, because that's going to be the number one hardship you'll run into. I found classes are very similar to Yonsei, actually. So if you study at Yonsei, you're going to have no problem taking classes there. It's more just adjusting to daily life that would be an issue if you have never been before. As far as like daily life and classes for me, they were from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And so it was totally fine. I didn't have to wake up early. And the workload was perfect in that I still had time to explore the city and have fun, like in Shanghai, while also, doing coursework. It was mostly team projects for the courses that I took. So it can be a bit difficult to coordinate with your group members, but it was still really manageable and I didn't find any issue in it. As well as exams, you do have to study a bit, but it's not anything too much. If you're used to Yonsei coursework, I'd say it's really similar, if not even a little bit lighter, because they do know that you are an international student who, obviously wants to explore the city as well. So as far as coursework goes, I wouldn't worry too much. The local students that were the ambassadors for the program were all very, very sweet and helpful. If you had any questions, they had like a WeChat group chat that you could text them in, or just like directly to the program director. So they were very, very responsive and very, very helpful if there was any issues. And they were all very sweet. They would take us to dinner. They would offer like during orientations and stuff. They were very extroverted and helpful, like I said, if anyone had any questions. So I don't think that is an issue. I think all the staff at Fudan were extremely, extremely supportive and helpful. And if you don't know Chinese, don't worry, because everything is very accessible to English speakers. So for me, I took Chinese while I was there, but I took elementary Chinese. And so I still very much only know like a little bit. And that was totally fine. Getting around Shanghai, you will have no problem even if you don't know Chinese. So overall, if you're considering it, I would 100% recommend, and feel free to ask me if you have any questions. But I hope you have a great experience. Shanghai is wonderful. Fudan is wonderful. Thank you.